The Red Bull saga has now shifted focus to Max Verstappen, with the four-time world champion possibly seeking a new team sooner than anticipated. With the chaos surrounding the car's development and the internal power struggles exposing the team's vulnerabilities, could Verstappen be ready for a fresh challenge? And how might Mercedes play a role in this situation, despite team boss Toto Wolff's carefully worded statements? Max Verstappen's future with Red Bull is anything but secure. Whether a dramatic change is imminent largely hinges on how the Austrian team progresses with its car development. It's no secret that Red Bull faced significant challenges with the RB20, and confidence in the RB21 is also shaky. Jos Verstappen has even voiced concerns that his son might leave if the car isn't competitive enough to win races. This unfolding reality puts Red Bull in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons since the start of 2025. Among these missteps was a driver change after just 2 races, marking the briefest tenure for any Red Bull driver with Lawson. Reports reveal that Max is deeply dissatisfied with a recent decision by his team. Despite voicing his concerns at the Dubai meeting, Red Bull decided against pairing Tsunoda with Max. Verstappen isn't worried about Tsunoda outperforming him. His real concern is that the engineers are neglecting crucial car development. Instead of focusing on substantial improvements, the team seems to be hoping that a second driver will somehow extract performance from the current setup. Helmut Marko has confirmed this issue. There's also speculation that Max is actually concerned for Yuki's career, given the challenge he's now facing at Red Bull. After waiting so long, the Japanese driver finally has the chance to show he's the strongest teammate Max has had since Ricciardo. However, the turmoil within the team might lead Max to consider leaving. With inadequate car development, the team risks falling behind in both championships, potentially affecting them until 2026. Even with new rules on the horizon, Red Bull doubts its ability to lead, and if the 2026 regulations are delayed, they'll remain stuck with their current limitations. The team has lost key personnel, and Marko has noted that the absence of Adrian Newey is a long-term disadvantage, whether the rest of the team admits it or not. Reflecting on Adrian's vital role, Marko acknowledged, "Of course we're missing a man like that. Adrian Newey is Adrian Newey, but our team is made up of nearly 1,000 individuals working together. The crew supporting him didn't come together overnight. It was a gradual process. It's true that the RB21 is challenging to drive, while the Racing Bull handles more smoothly and is speedy during qualifying laps. It falls short during races compared to the Red Bull racing car." Marko's comparison of these two cars, even if only to justify Lawson's demotion, highlights the significant issues Red Bull needs to address. With Max consistently delivering outstanding performances that keep everyone on edge, the situation may lead the 4-time world champion to consider moving on. Aston Martin and Mercedes potentially represent his next challenges. Although Max has openly committed to Red Bull for now, we've seen just how quickly things can change if the team doesn't resolve its problems and produce a championship-winning car. It's crucial to remember this important point. Max is dedicated to helping the team sort out the car's issues, but he's not promising to stay if they can't resolve them. We can't always take Zak Brown's words at face value, as he often stirs the pot with Red Bull by trying to create tension and confusion within their ranks. However, this time he might be onto something. The head of the team from Woking has suggested that Max might leave Red Bull as soon as next year, potentially heading to Mercedes. Brown elaborated on this by saying, "Oh, I think Max will leave at the end of this year, most likely to Mercedes." There's also talk of Aston Martin, especially with Adrian Newey involved. But as amazing as Adrian is, truly the best, you need a strong team around you and a supportive culture, which takes time to build. If I had to place a bet, I'd definitely back Mercedes. Over the past decade, they've clinched the championship 7 or 8 times. Just last year, they came out on top in 5 races. They have a steady foundation, and it's clear Toto admires their team. Plus, many believe their high-performance powertrains are the front runners for the new engine regulations coming next year. Also, it's worth noting that Russell's contract wraps up at the end of this season, while Antonelli will be operating on a series of 1-year deals. Brown's recent statement highlighted a critical advantage Mercedes has if they're eyeing Verstappen, the engine. The spotlight in 2026 will be on engines, with Mercedes and Ferrari leading the pack in this field. If the plans to switch back to V10 engines running on sustainable fuel by 2028 get delayed, Max Verstappen is very likely to have another chat with Toto Wolff about making this deal work. It's known that Jos Verstappen and Toto Wolff are quite friendly. With Hamilton no longer in the mix, they can set aside any biases and start fresh discussions between Verstappen's camp and the Mercedes team. This situation puts pressure on both Max and Mercedes to prove they can make this partnership happen, especially considering Wolff's previous interest in the idea. However, things have changed since then, and now the Austrian is firm in his decision not to alter the current driver lineup. He says it's practically no secret that they plan to keep both Russell and Antonelli as they head into the 2026 regulations. Russell has shown some impressive performances, and the Italian rookie is doing great too. Like it or not, it appears that Mercedes is currently the second strongest team on the grid. When asked about the possibility of bringing Verstappen to Mercedes or sticking with the current drivers, Wolff has given a very cautious response, emphasising their long-term commitment to the drivers they have now. "We don't share every talk we have with our drivers publicly, which is why things are moving in the right direction. Signing a contract is more than just ensuring a driver gets a spot in the car. There are important details to discuss to benefit both the team and the driver, making it a well-organised process. I don't think Russell or Antonelli is more valuable to Mercedes than Max. Despite what Wolff may say, not too long ago, he clearly valued the four-time world champion highly. Even on the show Drive to Survive, we saw Verstappen was the first choice he contacted when news shook the team about Hamilton. Although Wolff might be excited about his current drivers, there's no way he would reject the chance to sign someone like Verstappen if he had the chance. It's clear the new rules will reveal far more than we might expect. While many changes will impact the rank order in Formula One, they'll also play a big role in determining many drivers' futures. As of now, Verstappen appears to be at the forefront of this discussion, and it looks like the four-time world champion will be pretty upfront with Red Bull about his future plans. Considering all of this, do you believe Verstappen would be the ideal choice for Mercedes? If he isn't, where do you think he'll be racing from 2026 onward? Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. See you in the next video.